Hello, we are EBE Solihull CIC, a user-led organisation employing people with disabilities and carers to shape services and improve lives. We've been lucky to be involved in all areas of the LeDeR programme, and this is our version of the annual report.
LeDeR is a national programme looking at the deaths of people with a learning disability across the country. Every death of a person with a learning disability is reviewed, and the findings are then put into national and local reports to identify key themes and learning points. This is our version of the first local annual LeDeR report for the Birmingham and Solihull area.
People with a learning disability die on average 23 to 27 years earlier than other people. The LeDeR programme looks at why this might be and what we can do about it. After every death notification, an independent reviewer looks at the health needs of the individual and the care they were getting in detail and records this. The reviews are then looked at again for the things we do well and the things we need to do better. The LeDeR programme will only be successful if we can translate what we learn into what we do.
Birmingham and Solihull CCG work with different people, including NHS, public health, social care, local authority representatives, charities and us. All of us work together in different roles as reviewers on the review panel or the steering group and come together to produce a conference challenge for change.
Since we started LeDeR here, 104 death notifications had been received since the LeDeR programme went live in the Birmingham Solihull area. 80 of these notifications were adults. 24 of these notifications were under 18s. 59 adult reviews had been completed. 21 adult reviews had been allocated to reviewers and were in progress. 20 under 18 cases had been through the CDOP process.
We have graded the care and found that 24% fell below what was expected. Looking at each death, this is what we found and what we learned from each area, and these are the areas we can all focus on. We are looking at monitoring of physical health. We need to start looking into when and why people don't go to appointments.
Seeing someone getting worse, it's important to acknowledge this and plan for the future and not wait for a crisis, and having no delays in what we do. We don't wait for longer than you would for anyone else.
Effective pain management. Thinking about how pain can affect behaviour and how people show being in pain in different ways. Effective care coordination. The whole picture is important. Remember, everyone needs to know what's happening.
Holistic care. Look at the whole person. Think about reasonable adjustments. Ask about big and small things and consider all needs equally medical, spiritual, emotional and well-being. Advanced planning, DNAR and respect. Make sure these are applied properly all the time.
Access to end of life. This needs to be improved and considered at an early stage. Who might need to be involved and when? The Mental Capacity Act. Make sure this is being used properly at all times.
Family carer involvement. Work with families and provide continuity and stability, whilst at the same time making sure the individual is front and centre and receiving all the services they need. In short, put the person in the centre, work together, use the legislation and plan early. It's important to remember that we have seen great examples of all of these things happening.
As we move forward, we will be analysing, reviewing and implementing all we've learned. In Birmingham and Solihull, we shall make sure that we are aware of the national targets for LeDeR. There are 4 main statements we have to report on. Statement 1. CCGs are a member of a Learning from Deaths report, LeDeR steering group and have a named person with lead responsibility.
Statement 2. There is a robust CCG plan in place to ensure that LeDeR reviews are undertaken within 6 months of the notification of death to the local area. Statement 3. Each CCG has systems in place to analyse and address the themes and recommendations from completed LeDeR reviews. Statement 4. An annual report is submitted to the appropriate board or committee for all the statutory partners, demonstrating actions taken and outcomes from LeDeR reviews.
Going forward, BSOL will be developing a strategic action plan to make sure that all the learning from the reviews is put into place. We will be analysing the data in detail, including local and national data.
Hold a consultation with stakeholders, including carers, families, and people with learning disabilities. Encourage people to think of different ways to support people with learning disabilities to have better lives and avoid unnecessary deaths.
Develop a forum to share learning and to share resources to help with this. Hold a stakeholder conference in June 2020 where the new strategic plan will be launched.
Involve more people with learning disabilities and their families in the delivery of the programme. Review the communication strategy and how information is given.
Thank you for viewing.